YouTube, what's happening? We are back with another custom build video today. I'll be your host. My name is Billy Watts, and today we're running over the Psychic Voodoo Neo. Now the Psychic Voodoo Neo is a custom build that is purposely designed for a park-orientated rider. So I'm gonna run over a few of the parts real quick before we build it up. Now remember, this scooter does come assembled in the box. All you have to do is chuck the handlebars on, tighten the clamp, and you're good to go. Purpose of the video today is to build the scooter up part by part, give it a little bit of a rundown. So starting off on the left, we've got a 19.5 by 4.7 inch Psychic deck. Of course, in a neochrome color. Moving on over, we have a Shadow SES/HRC oath component fork. We have the Launder V2 double butted chromoly steel bars. 110mm Oath Bermuda wheels. We have 165mm Oath Bermuda grips, pretty fancy. We have the 2-bolt Cage V2 clamp. And of course we have the final little details on the scooter that I'll go over in a second. So starting off, let's grab the deck. First off, you're gonna notice clear cast grip tape. It's gonna bring all of that really nice neochrome color straight through. So you'll notice straight away on the brake, we have 110 and 120mm marks. That determines what type of wheel you're riding on this scooter and where you want to position your brake. We get an extruded and CNC bridge on here. Full length, hand-drawn graphic. Don't mind my fingerprint marks on it, but it is pretty snazzy. All right, so we're gonna chuck this in our trusty clamp. You know what, today we're actually gonna start on the front end. Usually I start on the back end, but we're gonna change it up today. So first off, I have my headset in there already, of course. I'm gonna grab my set of forks. So this scooter actually does run a HRC compression, meaning our bars are oversized as well. So we need an SES/HRC fork. All right, so first off, we're gonna slide the forks straight up through the head tube, just like that. Whoop, there you go. Get your trusty crown race straight over the top. Dust cap, bang, like that. Shim over the top, and top cap bolt. Tighten it all up. Got my 6mm Allen key, and we're good to go on the front end. Next up, we're gonna go with, we'll go with this set of wheels. 110mm Oath Bermuda wheels. Now because we do have a neochrome deck on here, we have decided to go with black on all other parts of the scooter. We've already got quite a bit of color down there, so we didn't think that it was needed on the bars, grips, or wheels or anything like that. So these wheels are 110mm in height, 26mm in width on the urethane, but 24mm at the core. Perfect for all the park-orientated riders. Now we're just gonna loosen this real quick. All right, so I'm gonna slide the bolt straight through, spacer on, wheel slide straight in, and we'll slot the other one right on the other side there. Lines up perfectly. And usually I do this part upside down because our spacers just drop in there nice and perfectly, but I'm making things a bit difficult for myself today. 6mm Allen key for both of these bolts right here. All right, so we're gonna move on to the back end so I can put the next wheel in. All right, so if you've watched any of our other custom build videos, you're gonna know how our back end of our scooters work. But if not, I'm gonna quickly run through it for you all. We have a V2 2-in-1 fender and brake system, which is what we call the fend-off system. So this actually comes apart and gives you the option to run either a fender or a brake. So 6mm Allen key on the bottom here. Boom, there you have it. Fender system right there, and the brake portion right here. So it really depends on what you like to ride. I personally like to ride a brake, so I'm gonna chuck it straight back in there. Now remember, you don't have to do any of this at all. Scooter already comes assembled. Now it just slides straight in the back end, just like that. All right, because we are running 110mm wheels on this, I'll make sure that it is in the correct position. So the clearance between your wheel and the brake is ideal. We're gonna tighten it on the top. All right, so next up, we are using our mini gridlock system. Now we devised this system to eliminate the use of spacers, make it a little bit easier for the back end to function. You don't have to be messing around with spacers, you don't need to lose them, none of that kind of stuff. So we go this side first, boom, just slot straight in there like that. The wheel's gonna come through, and the next mini gridlock is gonna slide in just like that, bang. Then you get the bolt straight through. There you go, just like that. We got our nut on the other side, and we're gonna tighten it up. There you go, so that's how the back end of our scooters work. Nice and simple, but we have put a lot of detail, a lot of time and effort into the back end to make it really easy to tighten your wheels, change out your wheels, tighten your brake, all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we've pretty much done the bottom of the scooter. We're gonna move to the top part of the scooter. So of course, I'll grab a set of bars. Now for this particular model, we chose to go with a pair of the V2 Launder Chromo bars. Now you might be wondering, oh, they're steel bars, they're gonna be heavy. That's where you're wrong. We actually use double butting technique on this, which takes the weight out of areas you don't quite need it, adds it into the areas you do need it. But overall, it gives this bar a lightweight feel, only coming in at 930 grams. The bars are actually 22 inches in width and 24.4 inches in height. Bang, there you go, look at that. Some nice gussets up the top here. It's got a little CNC logo right there. Okay, we're gonna actually need a pair of grips before I chuck the bars on. 165mm black Oath Bermuda grips. Got some deep grooves in there, gives you that really comfortable feel. 2 position, depends where you like to put your hand. You can either run the grips this way, put your hands on the inside like this, or run them this way, like myself, where I put my middle finger, well, I put my index finger just on the triangular pattern right here. It gives me a really nice feel when I do the bar spins. So I'm gonna chuck these on with hairspray, make it a bit quicker for myself. Cool little tip, you wanna use some hairspray, will dry up in about 10 minutes time. Chuck it straight on here like that. Sweet. On to the next one. Slide straight on just like that. All right, and then we're gonna chuck a pair of bar ends in. Of course, you have to run a pair of bar ends on your scooter. It becomes very dangerous if you do not. So we've got the Oath bar ends here, made out of TPE material, so they're gonna be nice and strong. Bars are all ready to go. Now we're gonna need a clamp to hold these bars on the actual scooter. Weighing only 85 grams for this sucker right here. This is the V2 Cage 2-bolt clamp, made out of 6061 T6 aluminium. Really nice design, got some nice cutouts here, reduces that bit of weight, takes the 6mm bolts. It has been forged and it has been CNC'd, gives you a really nice sculpted look. Because the bars are oversized, we do not need a shim for this. So I'm gonna stick the bars straight in. Boom. The bars are gonna come straight over the top. And one thing you will find with our scooters, when you do see this in person, it does have an alignment system, which goes from the clamp, across the bars, the deck, and the fork. It really helps you line up your bars so they're nice and straight. Don't have to mess around, tapping the wheel either way like I do sometimes. There we go, that's close enough for me. And we're gonna tighten this here. As mentioned before, 6mm bolts on this clamp. And there you have it. That's pretty much the Psychic Voodoo Neo built from the ground up, giving you a little insight to each of the products that we chose to run on this custom build. Now this scooter weighs 3.48 kilos, so it is still very lightweight, gonna be great for all the park orientated tricks. It does have the chromoly steel bars on there, so it can take a little bit more of a beating. 110mm wheels as mentioned before. So this is the scooter for all you shredders out there that like a bit of color, but like the black as well, so don't want to stand out too much from the crowd, but you do have a really nice sheet of grip tape on there that allows that color to come through. Makes it a little bit different to every other neochrome scooter out there. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up the video for today, guys. If you would like to check out any of these products on our website, that's triadscooters.com. Feel free to go through, have a look. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button on this video, it definitely helps a lot, and stay tuned for plenty more content coming out very soon. That's it for today, guys. Peace out.